What's my homies, DJ80 here, and today I'm going to be doing a product review of the Chauvet Helicopter Q6. So let's open the box and see what we've got. Well, I've opened the box and here's what we get. We get your manual, we get the warranty, we get some stickers, we get a pair of keys which is to switch the laser on and off. We get a little screw-on dongle which goes onto the unit. That so you can use a standard Chauvet IRC remote control. We also get a bracket and 4 little screws. That'll be handy for me because I plan to mount mine on overhead. We get, of course, the unit itself, and we get a 3-pin power cord. I was going to measure it for you, but I don't need to because in the little booklet it gives you the measurements here. So the width across is 39 centimeters, and the height, if the bracket was on the bottom to the top, would be 24 centimeters. Taking a closer look at the unit, there is a lot going on, but I'll give you a brief description of what we've got here. The first thing you might notice is this is a brand new unit, and mine has a little sticker on it saying warranty void if broken. And so if you buy one of these and that sticker has been broken, then obviously someone's taken it apart. I mean, it could have been broken by accident, but you know. Here's your laser aperture, so that's where the laser comes out. This is an infrared sensor. I'm not quite sure what that's for, since I assumed that this little dongle here was for the remote control, but no doubt all will become clear. These little yellow bits here you can see are actually bright LEDs, and then we've got the actual heads themselves. So the unit as a whole spins round, and these heads here can be moved sort of left or right, up and down. And actually looking at the connection a bit closer, if I can just zoom in a little bit here. I don't know if you can see that there, but it's kind of like a wire thread that's holding that unit on. It's a metal, one of those sort of metal wires, and that contracts and expands. Also worth mentioning, which is unusual, and certainly in all the products I've seen, is it has handles at each side. Oh, let me just zoom out a bit. So it has handles here, and these handles actually have like a rubber finish to them. So unlike your standard metal casings that you tend to get, it's really hard to see that. This is actually like a rubber finish, which makes it nice and easy to grip and to hold. So if we look at one side then, on this side we have so you've got your normal Dmx Menu Control here, with your enter buttons, your up and your down, and then we have your little mic input here, and we have a little sensitivity knob here, so if you're using it sound to light, you can adjust the sensitivity. We've got your laser lock here. This is where the little dongle goes in for the remote, and we have a safety chain holder here. Move it around. Then on the other side we have you have your power in, and you have so power in and power out, so you can daisy chain them. And we've got DMX in, DMX out as well. The manual says that you can have one master and up to 31 slaves of this unit. That would be some looking rig. And then just along the bottom we have, trust me to turn it the wrong way around, but you've got 4 little rubber feet, and you've also got 4 little screw holes at the bottom to attach the bracket. So yeah, that's the whole unit as it is when you get it out of the box. Right, I've plugged it in there, so let's power it up and see how we get on. I'll turn the light up. Right, what I'm going to try and do now is link this unit to an IRC remote. Now, it's worth noting that this unit doesn't come with a remote control, so you have to buy it separately. However, Chauvet had done it so that the remote controls work multiple products. So if you do have one already from a different Chauvet unit, which probably should look like this, then it will work on this unit as well. Now, it's not as straightforward as just pointing this at there and making the unit do what you want. You have to follow some instructions. So if you're watching this video looking to see how you connect your remote to your unit, get ready to pause because I'm going to show you now. So this top part here, this is how you connect your remote control to the unit. And then this bottom part here shows you what the different buttons do when you use the remote control. What I did in the end was drill a hole straight through my Equinox booth, and I've got my wing nut there with the washer, and then on this side, and then on that side I've also got a washer as well. So it's on there nice and steady, and I'll also use the hook and have something on the hook to tie it around the beam. So yep, next road test is a live test in a live venue. Here comes a couple of clips of it in action at a wedding I did. The dance floor is quite small. You also might find that the video gets muted because of copyright for the music, but you'll see the lights in action. Okay, I'm all set up for a wedding. This is the first outing out for the helicopter light. So I'm set up in the corner, and this is the room size that I'm going to be going for. Here's my conclusion then of the Helicopter Q6. So cons. This unit at the moment is in most shops £300 brand new, which I can't work out if that's a deal or not. It's a lot of money for one light, but then at the same time you've got, you know, your 6 beams here, you've got your row of LEDs in the middle, and you've got a little laser. It all comes compact in one little unit. I do feel part of that money that you're paying for there is the fact that it's also got a Chauvet sticker on it too. So it's a hard one for me, but I have to say I'm going to consider it a con. I think it's just a bit too much. If you're looking at these, do a bit of price hunting because you can get them cheaper, and see what deals your local DJ shop might give you. On to the positives then. Right, so obviously you get a lot of lighting effects in one unit, and if you're limited on space, or if you're looking for that, you know, that sort of all-in-one light fixture, then this is the unit for you. I did find that the laser is particularly attractive to kids. They like it. It adds a real wow factor to children or young people that you have at your event. Also, I think as with most lasers, this one comes with a lock, comes with 2 keys as well. So I keep one in my spare folder, and I've got one that I've just used a key ring, and I've just put a little key ring through the key and in the supporting hook as well. Considering everything that it's got, it's also lightweight. I think it's just under 5 kilos, so it's not massively heavy. And it's also adjustable. So as we've looked at before, all of these can move. And that's handy for a couple of reasons. One, it depends with what lights you've got going with it. So you can fill the areas where your other lights don't. And 2, it's also really handy for your venues. Obviously, you get different size venues. The one that you'll see this, you've just seen this, sorry, working in, was an odd shaped one. I was kind of a corner angle, and then the dance floor was sort of halfway across me, and then it went out into the main hall. And so it was really useful for that event because I could change the way where these were pointing, and that has to be a plus point. There's not a lot of lights where you have so much flexibility on all the beams. My conclusion then, and this is a tough one. I think I'm going to have to say the jury's out at the moment. I bought this for kids' parties really, and I just wanted a nice, quick and easy setup, something that I could pre-rig, and I have pre-wired this, and but I had a little bit of flexibility with how it looked, and that's the reason why I bought the unit. I actually went to a DJ shop looking at 3 other lights, and the DJ upsold me to this. So yep, it does what I need it to do. I think for big adult parties, just this one light isn't going to be enough as a centerpiece. I'm toying with the idea of buying another one and then having one on each end of my overhead bar, and that will throw out more than enough light, especially if you run a DMX cable through them and master and slave them. I also toyed with the idea of buying some speaker poles with top hats and just having 4 on poles, so no overhead bar on my booth, and just having 4, sort of 1, 2, 3, 4, and then covering the whole of the dance floor with 4 of them, and probably DMXing them just to get the best out of them as well. But then I was like, well, if I was to do that, I'd be looking at spending well over £1,000. And the painful truth is you could spend that kind of money on brand new lighting fixtures, other fixtures, and build yourself perhaps an even better rig. So it's a tough one for me. It's one of those ones where I think if you've got the money, or you can find a really good bargain, then one might be a really good idea if it fits with your rig. But perhaps spending out on 3 or 4 of these and trying to create one whole effect might not be as cost effective. But that said, until I buy 4 and stick them all up and try them, I wouldn't know for sure. So it's a great light. It does a lot, and it is a lot for your money. For an extra £100 or so, you could buy a Chauvet Gig Bar 2, which has 4 lights on it, a laser, and some strobe lights too. So yeah, it's a tough one to call, but I'll leave it to you. I hope the video has been useful. I've been DJ80, bye-bye, and this has been my review of the Chauvet Helicopter Q6. I hope it helps. and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more future stuff. Thanks for watching. Bye.